Have you ever wondered what some of the tools that your favorite creators on Webtoon use to make their stories every single week? Today we're going to go over some of the hardware and software that creators use to storyboard, sketch, and draw their series. My name is Jin, I'm in charge of Discover Creator Care, and this is DiscoverMore, where we show you how to make the most out of the thousands of readers who come to Webtoon every single day, get your story out into the world, and really learn how to refine your craft. One question I get a lot from creators is, should I draw my comic digitally or traditionally? If you take a look at a lot of the featured series on Webtoon, most of them are fully digital, but some creators like Monica Gallagher of Assassin Roommate and My Giant Nerd Boyfriend, which is done by Fishball, it started off traditionally for sketches and inks, and then they'll finish it up with colors and formatting and lettering digitally on their computer afterwards. If you go with a more traditional route, some of the common tools that creators like to use include non-photo blue pencils, which is a specific type of blue that's just easy to edit out later. There's ink that you can dip, brush pens that you can buy. It's whatever truly just ends up working with your flow. Something a lot of creators also use are light boxes that help you trace the ink on top of a rough sketch, and that actually helps when you go back in to digitally edit it later on. When it comes to drawing digitally, the hardware breaks down to tablet computers, drawing tablets, and pen display tablets. When we're talking about tablet computers, I'm talking iPads and Surface Pros. Those are computers that are used for portability, versatility, and they're really commonly used by artists as well. One of the most popular options for a lot of creators is the iPad Pro, which you purchase with the Apple Pencil. There's a new iPad coming out that is a little bit cheaper that you can use with a pencil as well. iPad's really great, especially if you're already using a lot of Apple products, so there's nothing new that you have to learn. Super versatile and easy to use. If you're a little bit more Microsoft inclined, an option that you can use are the Surface tablets, which are Windows-based, so if that's what you're used to using, that's an option for you as well. The next category in hardware for drawing digitally are drawing tablets. Two of the most popular brands that people mention are Wacom and Huion. For Wacom, they have the Intuos line. This is the Intuos Pro, and there's a bunch of different variety of lines within Wacom, like the Bamboo, the regular Intuos, and the Intuos Pro, and even older iterations that you can get as well for cheaper. For Huion, it's usually mentioned as a budget option that creators can use, and ultimately it doesn't matter how much money you spend on your tools as long as it gets you where you need to go. The last option we're looking at when we're looking at hardware for digitally drawing is pen display tablets. Pen display tablets are where you draw directly onto the screen. For example, this is the Cintiq from Wacom, and when you plug this in, the screen would show up in the middle that you can draw directly onto. These tend to be the most expensive, but if you're very serious about what you're doing and you want the top of the line tech, this is what you want to go for. The next thing we want to talk about when it comes to drawing digitally is software. For software, you want to pick depending on how much you can spend on it, what you're drawing on, and what it's available for. One of the most popular brands for software is the Adobe Suite, and the two programs you can use there are Photoshop and Illustrator. A great example of how Photoshop can be used by a series on Webtoon is Let's Play by Mongi. Mongi uses a lot of Photoshop for her series. For Adobe Illustrator, Illustrator is a little bit more vector-based, and that means it's better suited for more clean, simple graphic-style illustrations. For example, Dust Interactive by Dustin Rogers. The positives for Adobe Illustrator means you can actually resize and reuse the graphics for a lot of different things like logos, prints, or anything else without losing the quality of your drawing. Another really popular program used by a lot of Webtoon creators is Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint was specifically designed for comic creators in mind. So it's got a lot of features like 3D rendering for perspective, and even the brushes were modeled off of manga-style brushes, so a lot of creators find it a lot more intuitive and easy to pick up. One creator who uses Clip Studio a lot in his Webtoon is Snail Lords, who does Freaking Romance. Christina, who does Cape of Spirits, also uses Clip Studio to do a lot of her drawing. Another feature that creators really like is there's a large community that builds resources for Clip Studio itself, and it's built into the software. So you can get brushes, assets, and textures just straight from the program and implement it straight into your drawing without any extra steps. Two options that are a little bit more mobile optimized are Procreate and Metabang. Procreate is great for iPad and iPhone users. It's a little bit more painting oriented, so you can get some very cool brushes out of it, and it's available on the App Store. Metabang is a really simplified program that's really easy for beginners to pick up while still having the features that a lot of creators need, and it's actually free on the App Store and the Google Play Store. Artists are out there posting great tutorials and reviews every single day, especially when something new comes out. Really, it's about finding what works for you best at your price point, your level, and helps you get where you need to go. Today we looked at some of the most popular tools that creators use to get their story out on Webtoon. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications when we update, and comment and let us know what your current setup is to draw your stories. My name is Jin, and this is DiscoverMore, where we show you how to make the most out of our Webtoon platform on Discover. Thank you and see you next time.